Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the king of lightning is here today to talk for a few minutes about Katakuri. Now, before I get started, this discussion topic came from a Twitch live stream that I was doing, and I think it was BGBQA, I'm not too sure. But someone on the Twitch comment section mentioned this to me when it pertained to Katakuri's powers, and I found it very intriguing. So we did spend a few minutes talking about that during a Twitch live stream. There'll be a link in the box below to my Twitch channel. Of course, follow and subscribe to me on Twitch, where I talk about various things related to anime and manga and gaming as well, while streaming various games. So I highly recommend that you do that. Now, diving right into it, Katakuri, he is the latest addition of the Logia family. Compared to most of the other Logia, he is quite weird. So this video pertains mainly to Katakuri's Devil Fruit powers. Now, when you look at the character roster of Logias for the entirety of One Piece, there have been 13 Logia. However, there have been 12 Logia abilities thus far, because Ace and Sabo have/had the Mare no Mi. So going down the list, we have Ace/Sabo for the Mare no Mi. We have NL. We have Kuzan, aka Aokiji. We have Borsalino, aka Kizaru. We have Sakazuki, aka Akainu. We have Smoker. We have Crocodile. We have my main man, Blackbeard, Team Blackbeard for the motherfucking win. Then we have Monet, Caesar Clown, Caribou, and then finally Katakuri himself. So these are the 12 unique Logia that we have seen throughout the entirety of One Piece thus far. But when we compare Katakuri to the rest of the Logia, this is where things get a little bit wonky. And the base reason why Katakuri is very different than the rest of the Logia is that his Logia ability, the Mochi no Mi, is not a natural nature-based Logia. He's the first of his kind. He is a man-made based Logia. His powers are sticky related. The Mochis themselves, which is gelatinous sugar rice that is used in various ways in Japan, but you don't find that in nature. Every Logia that we've seen thus far in One Piece, whether it be Kizaru, Aokiji, NL, Ace and Sabo, Kainu, Caesar Clown, Caribou, who is Swamp, those are in nature. Every Logia's base powers reside in nature, though sometimes they can be a little bit wonky, and that sometimes really only applies to Blackbeard. Blackbeard's powers of the Yami no Mi, darkness, also correlate with gravity, and that's where things get a little bit weird, because he's like a combination of Moria and Fujitora. He manipulates darkness / the shadows, if you would, but by doing so, it can also manipulate gravity. And so when we see him drag things via a black hole, they get sucked into like some type of like, I guess, dark dimension. Via this dark dimension, there is increased gravity of whatever sort. Blackbeard's powers, they exist in nature, but it's the weird combination of shadow gravity that does seem a little bit iffy. I don't think it was showcased in an anime episode, but it has been done in video games where Blackbeard has attacks that are called like dark matter. So potentially he can even control that as well. Nonetheless, darkness itself exists in the world. It is something that is natural, you can say. When you have light, you have shadow. However, mochis do not come from the environment itself, meaning that like mochis are not just existed in the atmosphere. They are man-made sweets. Now, when you look at the commanders of Big Mom Pirates, his Devil Fruit matches in the sense of it being sweet. So you have Commander Smoothie, her powers sweet-related. Cracker, Biscuits, also sweet-related. You have Snacks, the one guy that was defeated by Urouge. We don't know how. Here we go. We don't know how Urouge beat Snacks, but I'm going to assume that whatever his snacks were, whatever his Devil Fruit was sweet related. And then we have Katakuri himself, Mochis, which is also sweet related. So his Devil Fruit matches the scheme of the commanders of the Big Mom Pirates, but it does not match the Logia scheme at all. Katakuri should not be a Logia. He should be a Paramecia. If we want to keep the Logia, let's say, natural elemental base, because there are a few Devil Fruits that maybe could form out of that, like a straight earth or a straight mineral Devil Fruit user, or the potential water fruit, which would be really broken, but that could be a thing. There could be a Wind Logia, which I believe is Monkey D. Dragon. However, when you look at his powers and how they are sticky related, there is another person that fits that mold in the Paramecia, and that is Trebo. The main difference here is that the mochi is a gelatinous rice substance, whereas Trebo, he is bona fide mucus. So in a sense, I suppose this is Oda's way of redeeming himself when it comes to making a character that has sticky-oriented powers. Because of these 3 top officers in Dressrosa, honestly, all 3 of them sucked. Diamante sucked, Pika had cool powers, but ultimately was a letdown, and Trebo, just, screw Trebo. So Oda, I think, is trying to make amends in a certain sense, but in doing so, he has gone past the usual Logia mode. So this could be a new thing in One Piece, where we're now going to see more man-made centered Logia, as opposed to seeing the usual nature-based Logia. Potentially Oda is running out of ideas, maybe. I doubt it though, because Oda could still do many things. So that being said, folks, I am done. Want to give my thoughts briefly on Katakuri's abilities, the base of that ability, and what that may mean for the overall series of One Piece. Of course, give me your thoughts on the matter at hand, and I'm going to see you cats later. Be sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do. You have something at your disposal. It is called Zay Mouse. Ooh. You rate the video, you subscribe with the mouse ooh. Also, you click on the notification bell to join the squad with the mouse ooh. And also comment in the comment section down below. So I'm gonna see you cats later. Peace and have a nice goddamn day.